Two of the world's most magnificent creatures with almost prehistoric appearance are increasingly at risk of vanishing. Over the past 2 years, according to Wildlife Conservation, 60,000 elephants and 1,600 rhinos in Africa have fallen victim to poachers due to demand for ivory and rhino horn, a lucrative business that can potentially wipe out both species within the next 20 years. In South Africa, poaching of rhinos has called for government and conservationists to intervene and put into practice proactive initiatives to combat the scourge of rhino poaching.
We have started working with other countries in the world like Vietnam, China, Cambodia. Minister is coming here in April. We're signing memorandum of understanding with Mozambique and so on to get those countries together with them to do awareness raising for demand reduction.
Because of high demand for ivory and rhino horn in Asia, poaching is a lucrative business. Rhino horn on the black market fetches between $60,000 to $80,000 per kilo and is driven by organized crime syndicates. It's estimated that illegal wildlife trade produces $19 billion per year, more than small arms, diamonds and gold. The industry also provides easy money that funds operations of militia and terrorist groups, a reality that South African government wants to end.
Well, our message is clear. Not on our watch will a rhino be extinct in our country. South Africa preserves rhino for the world and will continue to fight hard until we win this battle.
The war against illegal wildlife trade has led conservationist Lorinda Hearn to rely heavily on new technologies to combat rhino poaching.
What Rhino Rescue Project does is, in the wake of a poaching that happened on this property in 2010, we started contemplating ways to actively devalue rhino horns on live animals. The first thing we did was to start infusing liquid compounds into horns that were animal friendly but would be toxic to humans if they were to handle and consume them. More recently, we've also improved on the infusion technique and started to combine it with new and different technologies. So we're combining the traditional devaluation procedure, as it were, with radioactive isotopes. That means that literally every horn that's treated becomes a registered radioactive source.
This profitable industry and misconception that rhino horn contains medicinal properties are having a toll on the environment.
What's often not taken into consideration is the collateral damage that goes with poaching. So you would have adult animals like these that get poached, but very often they've got young calves, and the calves inevitably are either left to die or have to be taken to rhino orphanages, where humans then end up taking care of them.
High demand for wildlife products is having a devastating impact on the environment, and species like this risk becoming extinct. This calf is now an orphan because his mother has been poached. It's imperative that we put a stop to this. Scheier, CCTV, South Africa.